Hi, welcome back to Talk of the Town. THA Group's Island Hospice helps clients with a life-limiting illness and their families cope with life's final journey. Here to tell us more about their compassionate services, Assistant Vice President Tina Haney Scarborough and her friend T-Bo. Welcome to the show, Tina and T-Bo. So, hospice is a means to enhancing quality of life. Can you expand on that concept?
Sure. Hospice provides quality of life because we really meet the patients and their families where they're at in their life, as well as where they're at in their disease process. We not only work with the patient but we also work with the families and the caregivers and the friends of the patient. There's an entire team that supports them and guides them on that journey. And it's important to us that no one feel alone.
Right.
We provide within that team and that quality team approach, we provide nursing services, social work, spiritual counselors, home health aides, physicians, volunteers, and pet therapy. And that's why T-Bo is with us today. He's in the first stages of learning and becoming a therapeutic dog that can visit our patients at their home.
And I would think that'd be really important.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there are many hospice organizations in the Lowcountry. What distinguishes THA Group's Island Hospice from other organizations?
That's a favorite answer. We are locally owned and operated and a nonprofit hospice. As well, we started in the Lowcountry and we've been here for over a decade. We work closely with our home health agency, which is Island Healthcare, to identify patients who have increased needs and move them smoothly into hospice. We also have Life Care Services, which provides private caregivers and geriatric care management. We bring all the services of a traditional hospice house to the patient's home.
Right. So and I, again, it's so important because making that whole family unit be comfortable, which it's not easy, is really a huge, a huge important thing. So a lot's in the news recently, especially about the cost of medical care and how does hospice charge for services? Is it easy for people to make that decision, or how do they make that decision?
Well, I'm glad you asked that because I think it's vital that families and patients understand that hospice is not expensive, that it is covered under the Medicare benefit, under Medicaid, and usually under private insurance companies.
Okay.
So we encourage people to call us and let us help them with their financial questions and concerns.
Because I think that people at that stage, and especially the family, as soon as they say it's end of life, all of a sudden their world falls apart. Right. And so that is a big proportion of their concerns, obviously, for obvious reasons. So if you can help them along that path, it's so, it's wonderful. So what are some of the factors for individuals and obviously their families to consider in making a decision to participate in a hospice program?
I think when anyone or their loved one is diagnosed with a serious illness, that's the time to start talking with your healthcare professional or physician about hospice. And it's a time to start thinking about how do you want to live your life. Research has shown that the sooner hospice is involved, that the better the outcomes are for patients and for families.
And once that decision's been made, what factors should families consider in selecting the hospice that can best meet their needs?
It's important to know that hospice is local, that they're available to you, that they've had experience with the disease process that you're facing or your loved one, and that they have the services to provide all that you need. Island Healthcare and Island Hospice really take pride in exceeding those expectations, and we're really passionate about the care that we give to our patients and to our families.
Okay, Tina, thank you so much.
Thank
T-Bo,
you.
T-Bo, thank you for being so good. And we'll have all your information on the screen. We appreciate you coming in.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back with Talk of the Town.